Hello, my name is Katrina Campbell. I'm the founder and director of Foviance. Foviance is a user experience research and analytics agency based in London. We're very excited to have just completed the technology which is going to allow us to help brands measure the emotional engagement a consumer feels with that brand. It's really the next evolution in research and behavioural research. It's exciting because it allows complete objectivity when it comes to researching collateral for a brand. So without getting too technical, here's a bit more about how it works and what it does.
My name is Sven Krause. I'm the key account director here at Foviance. We've been doing usability and customer experience research for our customers for the last 7 years. So we've done thousands of usability tests here in the labs with lots of different participants trying to optimize the website experience, trying to optimize things like home pages, product pages for lots of different industries. What we found over the last couple of years is that we only get from one-on-one sessions, from interviews, what people want to tell us. But we don't really know what drives their behavior unconsciously. We looked into the market and we partnered about 2 years ago with a university and looked into EEG research, which is brainwave measurements, which is one way to look into emotional responses. That's when we found this here, which is a wireless EEG headset. It's wirelessly connected to the computer and that's got a software built in that translates brainwaves into emotional states. This actually gives you something like a level of excitement or boredom or frustration. So when we bought this device, we thought we really need to link it up to something like the eye tracker to understand in real time where do the eyes go, where's the visual attention, and then in response to that, how does the emotional state change. So last year we spent quite a bit of time on making these two technologies connect. So we went to the eye tracking provider SMI we work with, and they built an interface with us to get these two technologies to speak to each other, basically. And that's where it becomes really exciting. You have one database where you can see the eye tracking data coming through, so you know what happened on the screen, you know what page they looked at, you know exactly where the eyes went in real time, and you see the emotional states changing as well in the same database. So you can then say, as soon as someone looked at this dress, you see an increase in excitement. And obviously, product images is just one example. We think about homepage banners, we think about advertising. We can also put a catalog in front of them and ask them what they think about the catalog. Or we can put it in someone's head and ask them to go shopping in the offline world. You like that? It doesn't interfere with the participant, what they are sharing with you, which is very important for us. But it adds for the consultant later on, when we've done the analysis of the data, a whole new way of looking at it. And as it's real time and it's coming through on the screen here, you can see that the person running the session can also see the emotional states. He can pick up on change in emotional state and feed them back into the session. What made you choose that one?
Because it's big and I like the colour and it's quite simple.
If you look at all the methodologies we can use, I mean there are focus groups, there are user tests, there are surveys we can run. All that is very much around the information the participant is happy to share with us and he's aware of. So this new technology is the first time we can tap into his unconscious response and get a feel for what's happening below that drives behavior and decision processes. For us, it's a massive step change because it opens up these possibilities to understand our customers much better and shape much better experiences for them online and across multiple channels.
The potential of this technology is vast. For the first time, we'll be able to completely and objectively measure the emotional engagement a consumer has with a brand. It's fascinating stuff, and I think the journey we're on now is one of the most exciting that I've ever experienced in marketing.